Oh.
Hello there.
Hi.
Come here often?
Does that line ever work on anybody?
Let me tell you something. You can use any line in the book on me, and it would work. I was thinking maybe, we have a little time. We could,
No,
we
can't
Why
relate.
wouldn't you would not want to? But you are so not fun.
Oh, really?
Maybe a little bit. Fine. Well, later, do you want to maybe...
Meet for lunch?
Yes. Confusion, 1 o'clock?
Yes, that's a date.
All right, great.
So, I guess we're kind of good, huh?
I'm sorry. Kind of good?
After crossing the big boundary.
Right. That, yeah.
Sometimes sex can ruin things.
Let me tell you something. Not with us.
So, we're good then?
Yeah. Why do you keep asking me that?
I don't know, you just seem like you have something on your mind this morning. Is it Ryan and Greenlee?
Ryan and Greenlee have their own problems, all right? I just don't want them to spill over and hurt you.
Well, now that everything's out in the open, there's nothing Greenlee can do to ruin us.
So you think you'll make it home for dinner?
I'm not sure. I've got some meetings. They could run kind of late.
Me too, so just let me know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
We're showing it to Emma.
of course.
Anyway,
Do you think Scott told Madison that he and I...
we're working together to keep her away from me. He wasn't planning on it.
He doesn't want to hurt her.
Right, so then maybe he should just keep lying to her. I mean, it seems to be working for everybody else, right?
Oh,
Hey.
Greenlee's not here yet.
Yeah, I didn't come to see Greenlee. I came to see how you're doing.
Okay.
I don't know when your next doctor's appointment is, but I thought maybe I could take you there.
That's really not necessary.
I know it's not necessary, but I just...
Ryan.
I don't want you to be stressed at all with this baby whatsoever, okay? And this mess that Greenlee and I are going through is...
It's yours to deal with, okay? I'm fine. I have Scott.
Yes, you have Scott. Good old Scott.
He's been with me through everything. Why do you have this attitude about him all of a sudden?
I just want you to be happy.
I am happy. And I know it might take a while, but Greenlee and I will get through our issues one of these days. At least we're all being honest with each other.
Yeah.
Greenlee never trusted me. She was always worried that I would use her lie to try to cause trouble between you two. But it's out now, and that changes things.
Yes, it changes a lot of things.
I hope you two can work it out somehow.
She didn't tell me about my child, Madison.
She wasn't alone in that lie. I was right there with her.
I think you're being generous right now.
Yeah, well, maybe it's because even though Scott and I are just starting out, I already know that I would do anything I could to protect what we have. That's all that Greenlee was trying to do. So maybe we're not so different after all.
Would you mind signing for these, please?
David.
Part-time job, remember? Working for the free clinic.
Right.
How are you?
Okay.
Well, that's not true. Maybe a little better than last time I saw you, but a long way from okay. You want to talk about it?
Wow. I look like that much of a basket case?
You did something that didn't live up to Ryan's ridiculous standards, and whatever it was, it's obviously still causing you great distress. I'd like to help.
Just go away.
I've always been a great sounding board for you, Greenlee.
You are also a conniving sociopath, and I know all you want is for me to help you get your old job back here at the hospital.
That's not all I want.
I don't want to hear it. And I'm not desperate enough to sit here and listen to your advice, so just leave my hospital, okay?
Greenland.
I said go!
Will you back off, Hayward? I think the last thing Greenland needs right now is you making things worse.
Making what worse, Scotty? And what do you know about any of this?
So that was a pretty nice speech.
It's not a speech. It's how I feel about
I'm
Greenlee.
just having a little bit of trouble seeing things from Greenlee's perspective, that's all.
Greenlee and I both lied to you, Ryan.
For very different reasons.
I know what it's like to want something so badly that you'll do anything to keep it.
Yeah? And you think Scott is really worthy of it?
There you go again.
Well, I'm just simply asking the question.
I don't think
Madison.
you realize just how important Scott has become to me. When I tell you he's been there through everything, I mean the whole way. This pregnancy, deciding what to do about it, you.
Me?
Deciding not to tell you about it, not share it with you. That was the hardest decision I've ever made. Having him there made it easier. We were friends at first, and we're still friends, but now it's more than that. It's deeper than that. I depend on Scott, and I trust him. I see him struggling to get his life back, and I just want to help him the way that he's helped me. I don't know what you'd call that, but it's the closest thing to a real partnership that I've ever had. This pregnancy is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And having Scott in my life is right up there.
Here's what I know. You're harassing her, and it's got to stop now.
I never realized the two of you were so close.
Really? I never realized you weren't smart enough to leave when Greenlee asked you to.
We were just having a simple conversation.
Do you want me to have you thrown out of here? Because I think I'd really enjoy that.
Does that go for you too?
You can't hear the word no, David.
I do now. Take care.
Thank you.
Forget it.
No, really, Scott, you may be the only person in the world who understands what I'm going through right now. Look at me. I mean, he barely says anything at all. There's just this silence. I just want to grab him by the shirt and shake him and say, get over it. Yes, I screwed up. So what? I'm here now. You want to just throw it all away?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't advise that.
Well, there's only so many times I can apologize. I take it you haven't told Madison yet.
What am I going to do? Oh, hey, honey, just thought you should know. The reason I got so chummy with you in the beginning was because Greenlee sprung me early from prison so I could be your friend, keep you away from Ryan. Oh, by the way, how's the baby doing? No, I can't do that.
And you can live with this?
I'm going to have to.
Forever?
I'm going to have to. She's been hurt enough.
Yeah. I've heard plenty about Madison being hurt.
You know, you're the one who tried to get her to leave town. You know, you lied to your husband about his baby, and yet you're going to keep pointing the finger at Madison.
Madison made her own choices.
Not all of them. Look, I hate lying to her right now, but not enough to come clean. Last time I owned up to something got me sent to prison. All right, now this time Madison gets caught in the crossfire.
Well, she's no fragile flower. She'd survive.
Well, I want better for her than that.
For her or for you?
Look, I am not going to hurt her because of my stupid mistake. And neither should you.
Protecting Madison is not my priority in all this.
Well, you know what? Maybe it should be. You think about it. If Madison and I split up, what happens? She goes right back to who she was before, a pregnant woman carrying Ryan's baby. With no one to take care of her,